let me welcome you to my channel. Before we begin the video, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe and like this post. Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan are set to collide for the Women's World Championship at WWE Bad Blood. While Dominic Mysterio will be suspended above the ring in a shark cage during the match, Freddie Prinze Jr. believes that the former tag team champion will still find a way to help Morgan retain the title. Morgan and Mommy have been at odds for the last several months. The duo also faced off at SummerSlam, where Dominic Mysterio betrayed Rhea to side with Liv. However, that was not the end of the feud, as Ripley pinned the champion in the mixed tag team match at Bash in Berlin, earning another title shot. Speaking about the match on his Wrestling with Freddie podcast, Freddie Prinze Jr. stated that he sees Dominic Mysterio playing a role in the outcome once again, despite being inside the shark cage. The former WWE writer also believes that the feud between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan is far from over. While the odds are currently in Liv Morgan's favor for her match at Bad Blood, Mark Henry recently stated that he is praying for Mammy's win. The WWE legend explained his thought process, noting that he would like to see the feud between the two women continue after the upcoming PLE. Rhea and Damian Priest have been at a numerical disadvantage against the New Judgment Day since getting ousted from the group. However, the Terror Twins have held up their own against the heel faction and have a fair chance at winning their respective matches at Bad Blood. As WWE's highly anticipated Bad Blood event draws nearer, fans and insiders alike are buzzing with predictions, especially around one of the hottest matches on the card, Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan for the WWE Women's Championship. The rivalry between Ripley and Morgan has been intense, with Ripley's dominance as the reigning champion tested by Morgan's grit and determination. But according to a shocking prediction by a former WWE writer, Ripley might not lose the title clean. Instead, the outcome could be influenced by an unexpected interference from a former WWE champion whose shocking return could shake the entire women's division and set the stage for future storylines. The tension between Ripley and Morgan has been simmering for months. Since Rhea Ripley, the imposing force of Judgment Day, captured the women's title, she has steamrolled through opponents with her powerhouse style and sinister demeanor. Rhea's reign has been marked by her sheer dominance, and she has been untouchable on numerous occasions. Her brute strength, combined with the backup from Judgment Day's menacing presence, has kept her one step ahead of the competition. Liv Morgan, on the other hand, is a fan favorite, known for her resilience and underdog story. Despite her smaller stature compared to Ripley, Liv has never backed down from a fight, and her journey to the title picture has been one of grit and determination. Morgan, a former SmackDown Women's Champion, knows what it feels like to reach the top, and she has made it clear she's willing to put everything on the line to take back championship gold. Their clash at Bad Blood promises to be a match for the ages. However, as with many high-stakes WWE events, there could be more than meets the eye when it comes to how the match will unfold. A former WWE writer who has worked closely with some of the top stars in the company has added fuel to the fire with a shocking prediction. Rhea Ripley won't lose her title at Bad Blood because of Liv Morgan's in-ring prowess alone. Instead, Ripley could fall victim to interference from none other than a former WWE champion who might have personal stakes in the outcome of the match. This theory, though surprising, is not far-fetched when you consider the landscape of WWE storytelling. The writer believes that Becky Lynch, the former multi-time women's champion and one of the biggest names in the women's division, could be the one to interfere in this match. According to the insider, Lynch's involvement would not only cost Ripley the match, but help Liv Morgan regain the title in dramatic fashion, setting off a massive feud between Ripley and Lynch. The possibility of Becky Lynch returning to interfere in a match between Ripley and Morgan raises many questions about her motives. However, when dissecting recent storylines, Lynch's actions could make sense on multiple levels. First, Becky Lynch has been on the fringes of the women's title picture for some time. After her battles with Trish Stratus, Zoe Stark, and the rest of the WWE women's roster, Lynch has largely stepped away from title contention. But someone like Lynch doesn't stay away from the gold for long. She has consistently made it clear that she is big-time Bex, and at the top of her game, she wants to be in the top spot. Secondly, Becky and Rhea have already had small hints of a brewing rivalry in backstage segments and brief confrontations. Their face-offs have left fans wanting more, and it's only a matter of time before the two fierce competitors square off in a larger program. Lynch, seeing Ripley's reign as a challenge to her own legacy, could be driven to knock Ripley off her pedestal. Finally, there's the matter of Judgment Day, the faction Ripley belongs to. Judgment Day has been wreaking havoc across WWE, with its members dominating in both the men's and women's divisions. Lynch, always the rebel, may want to take down Judgment Day, starting with their most dominant member, Ripley. What better way to do that than to cost her the one thing she values most, her championship? If Becky Lynch does indeed interfere in the match at Bad Blood, the biggest benefactor of this chaos would undoubtedly be Liv Morgan. Despite her fierce heart and unyielding spirit, Morgan would face an uphill battle against Ripley in a one-on-one match, given the latter's size, power, and Judgment Day backup. However, with Lynch's interference, Morgan could capitalize on Ripley's distraction or vulnerability and walk out of Bad Blood as the new WWE Women's Champion. Liv Morgan has proven time and again that she thrives in chaotic situations. Her quick thinking and ability to seize opportunities have helped her defeat larger opponents in the past, including her Money in the Bank cash-in to win her first women's championship. In this case, Lynch's involvement could be the perfect opening for Morgan to outmaneuver Ripley and regain her championship in shocking fashion. If Lynch does cost Ripley the match and the title, the WWE Universe can expect an explosive fallout. Rhea Ripley, known for her unrelenting attitude, wouldn't take such a betrayal lightly. Losing her title, especially in such a controversial fashion, would likely push Ripley into a rage, leading to an all-out war between her and Lynch. This feud between two of WWE's top women's superstars would be a dream matchup. Both Lynch and Ripley have strong characters, undeniable in-ring skills, and an intensity that could lead to some of the most hard-hitting matches in the women's division. A showdown between Lynch and Ripley would also represent a passing of the torch in some ways. Lynch, the trailblazer of the women's division during the women's evolution, versus Ripley, the powerhouse who represents the future of women's wrestling. The Judgment Day factor would also add an intriguing layer to the feud. If Lynch were to target Ripley, would Judgment Day get involved? Could this lead to faction warfare between Judgment Day and potential allies of Lynch, setting up even larger storylines across both the men's and women's divisions?